today we're gonna do a great post-run foam rolling routine. So all you need is a foam roller, and I'm gonna teach you how to foam roll out all the lower body muscles. This is a great routine to do after you've been on a long run to help reduce tightness, soreness, and improve recovery. I suggest you do each muscle group for about 1 minute each. So let's get started. We're gonna take it down to the mat. All right, to foam roll the lower body, let's go ahead and start at the hips and we're gonna work our way down. So starting with those glutes, a great way to foam roll the glutes is sitting on top of that foam roller, like so, with the arms back behind you. Then you're gonna cross one leg over the other in a figure 4 position. Put more of your weight onto the leg that's bent, okay? And then roll up and down on those glutes. Should feel really good. Make sure that you do the full length of the muscle. So you're going all the way up to the back of that pelvis region, and then you're going all the way down to that butt bone, okay? And you can vary the angle, hit the outer portion more and the inner portion more, but just do this for about a minute. And with any foam rolling technique, if you find a really tight spot, you can hang out there. So let's say, for example, right here, I kind of feel like maybe there's a knot there. So I could just do smaller kind of oscillations here, just going back and forth in just a small region to try and work that spot out. And then I can go back to my full length one here. All right, so that's how to foam roll the glutes. You do the other leg as well. Same thing, cross it, lean more toward that side or that hip, and then roll up and down for about a minute there, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and work our way down to the hamstrings now. We're gonna stay here, but let's just move the foam roller down a little bit. Now, to hit the hamstrings, we're gonna use the same position, but the legs are straight this time. And then we're gonna roll down and back up, okay? So you're starting at that butt bone region, and then you're working your way all the way down to just below the knee joint. So work the full length of those hamstrings, okay? All the way down, all the way up. And you can do both legs at the same time here. Or if you want, you can cross the legs, put the weight on the bottom leg, and that will make it even more intense, kind of a deep foam rolling session here, if you want to target one leg more. In addition, you could also hit the lateral or medial fibers more if you want by rotating the legs. So if I rotate the legs outward, toes out, I could do it like that to hit the outer hamstrings, or I could rotate the toes in to hit the inner hamstrings more. So you can be creative when foam rolling to really make sure you target those specific areas that feel tight for you. All right, so we hit the glutes and we hit the hamstrings. Let's go ahead and work around the thighs now. Let's move to the outer thighs or the IT band region. To foam roll the IT band, you want to start in this position here, right here. So as you can see, the bottom leg is straight, the top leg is bent, and the foot is flat here. Then my hands are on the ground, and then I'm gonna be pushing and kind of walking my foot in order to roll up and down the IT band. Now you wanna go the full length as well, so go from the outer hip region, just above the hip bone, which we call the greater trochanter, all the way down to just below the knee joint, okay? It's a pretty long tendinous band. All the way up, all the way down. All right, and I'm gonna continue showing you guys the other side from back view. But same thing here. Same setup, all the way up, all the way down, okay? Keep that bottom leg straight. This one tends to be a little bit uncomfortable for some people, so you can put more weight in your upper body and less into that leg that's being rolled out if you need to. But over time, it should become more and more comfortable for you. All right, so let's go ahead and lie on to our stomachs now with the foam roller on the thighs. We're gonna now transition to rolling out the quadriceps. So you're gonna be in like a plank position here on the forearms. But then you're gonna walk those hands back to roll the foam roller up toward the front of the hips and walk the hands forward to roll back down toward that kneecap. So all those quadricep muscles attach at the top of the kneecap. So we want to go to there. And then here we want to get into those hip flexors a little bit. So come all the way up toward the pubic bone. Okay, rolling up and back. And very similar to how we did the hamstrings, if you want to target one leg more, you could cross the legs, put more weight in one leg, like that. In addition, if you want to target the inner quads, you could turn the toes out while rolling. And if you want to target the outer quads, you could turn the toes in while rolling. Just kind of rotating the hips more. All right, very good. Okay, let's go ahead and change positions now. We have hit the back of the thighs, the front of the thighs, and the outer thighs. So now let's hit the inner thighs, the adductors. This one is kind of a funny position to get into, but here's how you do the adductors. Okay, so right about here, this is the setup. Bottom leg is straight, top leg is bent, resting on the foam roller, and then I'm on this forearm here. And then I have to kind of drop my torso toward the ground and then turn my torso back to the side. Drop to the ground and turn. So this is rolling from about the knee region all the way up to the inner thigh groin region and back in, okay? So this one's a little bit of a tricky position to get into, and if you lack flexibility or mobility, you're not gonna have a ton of movement or motion with this one, but just do your best within a comfortable range, okay? And don't forget to do the other leg as well. So you guys, we have hit the glutes, the hips, the thighs. Let's move down to the lower legs now for the calves. All right, sitting up. Foam roller is gonna start just behind the knees, hands behind you. Okay, put some weight in the hands and then roll it in toward you and back out. Just like that. We are foam rolling the calves now. The gastrocnemius, soleus is deeper underneath of it. All right, feet are flexed to put a little bit of a stretch on them. Okay, and with this one, if you want to target one leg more than the other, cross them over. You know the deal now. And roll out, focusing on one leg at a time. And same situation here. If you would like to turn the toes out, you can hit the outer lateral gastroc more. Toes in would hit the inner gastroc more. Okay, should feel really good. All right, and finally we're gonna work those shins a little bit. To foam roll the shins, we have to get back onto our tummies and then place that foam roller on the shin region to start. Okay, so here we are, here, and then rolling up and down. So it's quite the ab workout. We're basically working a plank right now, but this is how you do it. Toes are pointed, abs up tight, rolling up and down from the just below the kneecap to just above the ankles, okay? Now, if for some reason that's too difficult, you could probably do something like this and do one leg at a time. So you don't have to do an active plank. All right, you can be creative with that one. All right, you guys. So we could be done there, but let's throw in one more bonus one. As runners, the feet, oh, they take quite a beating, right? So to foam roller the feet, you can do this sitting or standing, but you could certainly foam roll the foot like this. Work the arch of the foot. Stand up or sit in a chair. Angle the arch down more on the foam roller and roll from the heel to the base of that big toe. Putting more weight bearing more into the foot to get a deeper foam rolling session here. All right, well, I think we hit the entire lower body, so try those out after a run, and I hope you find them helpful.